there, and welcome back to another video on my channel. How are we doing today? Last year I was sitting down and reviewing what I'd like to do with this channel and what I'd like to do with my goals as well, as you will have seen last week. And since becoming fit, toned and healthy is a major part of what I'd like to achieve this year, I thought that I would try something different to do with health and fitness every month and then have to report it back to you guys on here. One, so you can see if it works or not, and two, to actually make me do something every month. That is very important because currently I'm not really doing anything. So that being said, today I'm going to be talking to you about the anti-inflammatory diet, which I tried over the last month to see how it worked for me. So the reasons for me trying this diet out are that I actually suffer from a lot of headaches and chest pains. As you know, I suffer from something called chronic titus or something. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it for you. And I'm basically just sick and tired of having to take medicine for it. And that's basically the biggest reason for me trying this out. If it meant that I didn't have to take medicine anymore because it fixed the problems from what I was eating, that is probably the best thing that any outcome could be. For these problems, I have been taking ibuprofen, paracetamol and cocodamol, but the cocodamol has been prescribed to me by the doctor. But I'm worried about how much I'm having of it, as it can, especially with the ibuprofen, it can cause like eroding of the stomach lining, which of course being 22 isn't necessarily a good thing, or any age isn't necessarily a good thing. I've recently found out from my grandmother that once you're over the age of 70, you shouldn't actually be taking ibuprofen, so it's pretty strong stuff. And a couple of visits ago to the doctor, I was actually prescribed something to repair the stomach lining of my stomach. So that just shows how much I was going through it. So I did some investigating online and I did some investigating on Pinterest. Well, actually, it just showed up on my feed because I do a lot of health and fitness stuff on there. Link in the description if you'd like to follow me on that. To see if there were any natural ways or foods that could prevent that from happening. I know that there are some foods, for example, that are good for keeping your energy up and for keeping your mood light, like bananas and chocolate. They're really good for keeping your mood up as opposed to getting low and reeling really down. And I found one that said to do the following. Most of these are also actually obvious things for just following a healthier lifestyle, and so it all tied up really, which was really good. The first one was to eat fresher food as opposed to processed food, which isn't obvious when trying to live a healthier lifestyle. The second, again and obvious, was to eat as much fruit and veg as possible, fresh of course, although frozen is fine. To eat whole grain things and wheat flour, but I can't do that because of course I'm gluten free. To reduce the amount of sugar, although I don't think I was eating that much sweet stuff anyway, other than the fact that I bake for a living, but we'll put that to one side for the moment. And to try and include carbohydrates, fat and protein in every meal. The instructions said to eat a handful of nuts every day, especially walnuts, cashew nuts and almonds. To eat a varied colour of fruit and vegetables to basically like a rainbow. To eat berries, especially blackberries, cherries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. To eat 2 lots of oily fish a week. And to drink as much pure water as possible, or drinks that were very diluted, like juice that's very diluted, or fruit teas or tea. Mainly fruit teas though, because with normal tea you add milk. Or I don't know, it's up to you really. There are many more further instructions to this, and of course I will link that in the description below if you're interested in looking at it. They did say to keep an eye on the calories you were eating, but I didn't want to do that as I don't think that that is necessarily a long-term thing. It also suggested taking vitamins, but I'm currently taking multivitamins, complex B vitamin, a vitamin C and zinc vitamin and vitamin D, so I don't think I needed to add any more. I'm sorry about all the shaking, but I needed these in front of me to be able to tell you what I'm taking, so I'm just going to put them away and out the way. So after going through the information and trying to digest it all and working out what I could and couldn't do, I ended up finally following these sets of rules. For dinner, I ate either a bowl of fruit or a bowl of vegetables with a little bit of protein thrown in, i.e. turkey steaks, turkey sausages, salmon or tuna. As much as this is to help my health, I also want to try and lose weight with this, as the instructions actually said most people do. So to try and help that along as well, because I'm not exercising very much, I'm trying not to eat carbohydrates after 2 p.m. So that's why I didn't have any at dinner times, but I did have some at lunch and breakfast. I ate a handful of nuts every day. When I ate fruit dishes, I made sure that there were plenty of berries involved in them. And I made sure to eat salmon, tuna, turkey sausages, anything like that when I had the vegetables to get that protein. I ate salmon and tuna at least twice a week because they are really good for you as oily fish. I also made sure I did it at the beginning of the week because then the stuff I had to eat and had to do was done at the beginning of the week, and I didn't have to worry about the rest of it, fitting it in the rest of it, sorry. I made sure to eat gluten-free porridge for breakfast, as this provided carbohydrates. And I also made sure to eat pasta or rice with my lunch, so that I also got more carbohydrates, but before 2 o'clock. So the results were that I tried this for a solid month. I waited a week or two after New Year's and all that on the first. I waited 2 weeks after the 1st of January so that I had time to get over all the Christmas food and the food babies and the bloatedness of it. And then I tried it for the solid month after that. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, in terms of I still get headaches, I still get chest pain quite a lot. But I believe it's actually depending on the reason why the headaches are happening. Like if I have a bad night's sleep, or if I lift something heavy, then eating something good isn't going to stop either of them from hurting or stop the pain, because I've done something to cause the pain, or a circumstance is then causing the pain. However, I am super, super proud of myself and glad that I did it, especially at the beginning of the year. I was saying to Mum that even though it didn't work, because she did it with me, that even though it didn't work in the way I thought it would, it did really good, especially doing it at the beginning of the year, getting into the mind frame of ignoring the processed food and going straight for the good food, like the non-processed proteins or the fruit and veg, which I wasn't buying before, because it has now trained me to just immediately do that, to ignore every other aisle unless I'm baking something, and to go straight to the fruit aisle, straight to the vegetable aisle, straight to the protein aisle, and that's it. That'll be my food for the week. This diet has helped me cut out carbohydrates after 2 p.m, and it's also helped me keep an eye on them and portion them as well, which again I wasn't doing before I started this. And I do genuinely believe it's making me healthier, which is the whole point of doing this. And it has hopefully set me up with the right mindset for the rest of the year, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Cross everything for me. Eyes, feet, toes, everything. And that is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, as I love them all and wouldn't put them there if I didn't, including the link for the anti-inflammatory diet if you are interested in looking at it. Please, please, please let me know in the comments of anything else you'd like to see me do on this channel, be it anything or health and fitness related, or any fitness and health challenges that you think I should try, or foods I should be trying, or drinks I should be trying, anything. And finally, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!